Instagram account is dying. That's how I felt last year, and I was about to throw in the towel completely. Nobody cares about your content, Elise. Your reels get no views. You're never gonna make sales from this platform. Just quit already, you loser. 3 months later, I was still posting the same ineffective content, and the stress of not seeing results was crushing me. Okay, Elise, this is ridiculous, but also you've been making the wrong type of reels this whole time, you fool. That's always going to end in disaster because there are 6 critical steps you need to follow before you can expect results. And missing even one of these steps will ensure your content flops. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system I use to drive thousands of leads and make consistent income from Instagram in 2025 without ads. And this is the system I would follow if I were starting my own Instagram Reels today from absolute scratch. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have a complete roadmap for transforming your Instagram into a lead and sales machine, even if you're starting from absolute zero. Now to start, you need to understand what's actually working with Reels right now and why most creators are getting it completely wrong. Because here's the truth. The key to Reels' success isn't viral dance trends or fancy editing. We can leave that to the influencers. The key is creating what I call Riddle Reveal Reels that generate hundreds of comments and automatically convert viewers into leads and sales while you sleep. And yes, I made up that name, but I will totally explain what it means. So why does this type of reel work so well? Well, when you create a typical reel, you tend to give away all your value or information in the video itself, or maybe the caption. But with Riddle Reveal Reels, you create a curiosity gap. And that gap can only be satisfied when viewers comment a specific keyword, one that you determine, and that keyword will trigger an automated DM sequence that will deliver the answer, and it will deliver your offers and your content to them in their DMs 24/7. You don't have to lift a finger. This is a high-level look at how I generate hundreds of leads every single week from just a few strategic reels. And in fact, just last week, I posted a reel that only got around 7,000 views. Not viral by any means, but it generated 82 comments. So that's what, 12% engagement rate? From those comments, I was able to get 24 new email subscribers and even a handful of $11 sales from that one post because there was an offer on the back end. The cool thing is this was one post. And when you do this with every single post, the results compound. 7,000 views here, 5,000 there. Well, then you're getting 20 email subscribers, 10, 30, then you're getting more and more sales. It just continues to grow and compound. And it's a beautiful thing. If you want to get started with implementing this system that I'm sharing with you today, I've packaged all of my highest converting DM automation templates into a program called Message Magic. So I basically give you 13 done for you automations that you can import into your ManyChat account with just one click. So you don't have to create anything from scratch. I literally pulled the best DM flows from my business and I'm giving them to you inside of Message Magic. So let's go over the steps I would take to create my Instagram Reels strategy from scratch in 2025. The very first step, we all need to do this, it's to get clear on our strategy. We need to decide something really important, and that's whether you are going to be a personal brand or a business brand on Instagram. Now here's the reality. When you look at it, Elon Musk, hate him or love him, he has more followers than the account Tesla. And Tim Cook has more followers than Apple. And Richard Branson has more followers than Virgin. We can see that personal brands tend to grow faster because people trust the faces more than those logos. So I really recommend you have a personal brand. And with that, you need to get clear on your mission. Why are you doing what you're doing? Who are you helping? And how are you going to help solve those problems? What are those offers going to be? You need to have these foundational things in place so that your business is a success on Instagram from day one of posting content. Step 2 is to optimize your profile. Now that your business foundations are there, let's get your brand on Instagram. This happens before you post a single reel. I want you to choose a nice smiling headshot of yourself as your profile picture. And then I want you to work on your bio. The bio is really important because it's calling out your target audience and effectively telling them at a quick glance, why should they care? Why should they follow you? With your bio, you only have 150 characters, so you have to be succinct, and this is the flow that I recommend you use so that you get your point across really quickly. The first line of your bio should state clearly who you help and how. So I help target audience achieve what? And I want you to get specific. None of this, I help you live your best life. How do you tangibly help someone? You need to make that very clear in your bio. Line 2 is why you. You need to let them know why they should work with you over any other option that's out there. So why you really want to share your expertise. This is where you really want to get specific to your background, your experience, or just the reasons why people like working with you. And you want to get tangible here. So you can talk about the number of clients you've helped, you could talk about any awards you've received, you can talk about any books you've written, or you could talk about your personality trait that people really like you for. So think about why people choose you over others in your industry and make that really, really clear. The third and last line of your bio should be a clear call to action. So tell them exactly what's in it for them if they decide to click on the link in your bio. Most people don't want to leave the comfort of the Instagram app, so you kind of need to make it clear what's in it for them. Is it a free thing? Is it a 20% off code? What's the incentive? You want to make this clear in your last line in your bio. Step 3, we haven't even posted a reel yet because step 3 is about creating your B-roll bank of content. So to help your future production be faster and more efficient, you want to create a bank of B-roll clips that you can save on your phone and you can access at any time. So what does this mean? Well, I want you to film yourself doing everyday activities, making coffee, working at your desk, walking, shopping, putting on your makeup, doing dishes, anything that shows you, especially related to your niche, but just grab a tripod, grab your camera and start filming. It doesn't have to look aesthetic. You don't have to be all dolled up. Just make sure there's some decent lighting on you so people can see what's happening in the clip. And go for a variety of scenes and also go for a variety of shots. So you want to film some B-roll clips where the camera is pretty far back and the viewer can see a good chunk of the scene and you're just a small little person on the screen. That's going to be helpful because you'll be able to add lots of text all around you. Then you want to do some more medium shots, so where you are more front and center in the shot. And then you can even do some close-ups. So you can film your hands typing or your hands texting. So get creative and put on your cinematographer hat. Spend a day or two filming all these different clips and then save them in an album on your phone. That way, whenever you're ready to start making a new reel, you can just pull a clip from this album. Then you are going to pair that footage with on-screen text. And honestly, it's going to be really fast to make reels going forward. So invest in your B-roll clips and start filming them today, no matter how awkward you feel. Step 4 is when we finally create your very first reel, because now it's time to start posting, even if you're starting from scratch with 0 followers. What I want you to do is create 9 to 12 posts right away, because they're kind of like a trailer of what's to come. So if someone is just finding your profile in the early days, you want to give them a preview of what you have to offer with those first 9 to 12 posts. So you want to focus on how-to tips that are really short and actionable. You want to focus on myths that are common in your industry, mistakes that you see people making. You can also share stories of your own personal challenges and how you've overcome them. Basically, you really want to talk about the problem that your audience has in all these different angles, in all these different ways. And then let the algorithm go ahead and find your people. The algorithm wants to put your content in front of people who are looking for more content like what you have to offer. So publish 9 to 12 posts right away. And I would also focus on creating the highest converting type of reel that I see today, which is called the Riddle Reveal reel. Now remember, unlike typical reels that give away all the information in the reel and the caption, these reels start with a very strong hook right at the top. So it might say, POV, you want more engagement from your Instagram followers, okay? That's a hook. Then instead of sharing information in the reel, you're going to add a second hook, something like this. Little did you know that all you need is the BTTA formula. What? I'm curious, what's she talking about now? Then to close the loop, because now you've made your audience curious, you want to direct viewers to comment a keyword on your post and you will then DM them the information. So you're actually keeping the information behind a DM. You're not making it publicly available. The key with this type of reel is to make someone so curious with the first hook and the second hook that they have to comment your keyword in order to get the payoff, in order to get that dopamine hit of, oh, she made me so curious and now I get the message in my DMs and I can see what she's talking about. The amazing thing is when you set up this DM automation flow and you give someone the information through an automated DM, you can then program further messages to be sent to this follower so that they are nurtured and introduced to your other offers, whether free or paid. And this, my friend, is why these riddle reveals do so well. They get thousands of comments and they also convert people into leads and sales in your business. I've got an entire workshop on this very strategy. So if you want to check it out, I will leave the link for it right in the description right below this video. Now that your content is chugging along, the fifth step is to engage with your audience through the DMs. I'm telling you, the money is made in the DMs. I have a student named Abby who had a $45,000 week after she added Instagram to her launch strategy. And she said most of her success came because of her Reels and then the follow-up conversations she was having with her followers. So yes, it takes effort to check your DMs every single day, but you do the same for your inbox. So it's worth it, right? Your customers, your future customers are all in your DMs. I know I've covered a lot, but I want to tell you a quick little story. Last week, I grabbed a coffee with a fellow mom here in Barcelona, and her baby wasn't sleeping so great, and she was pretty tired. She was running on fumes. And she asked me point blank, I have a coaching business. What is the bare minimum I can do on Instagram to actually get more clients? And I thought about it and I told her exactly what I'd do if I had no time and energy. And it's this exact system I've shared with you. I would focus on making Riddle Reveal Reels because they get the most engagement, leads, and sales. I would post one strategic story every single day, and I would have that story connect back to DM automation so that my followers are getting instant replies 24/7. Here's an example of this kind of story. Interesting image, some hooky text, there's a keyword, and when someone replies to my story with that keyword, boom, they receive a DM from my account 24/7. So I hope by now you're seeing how important strategic content is, but more than that, I've tied DM automation to the back end of all of my content. It just gives it so much more legs and I get so much more out of it. So if you're interested in DM automation for your business, check out Message Magic, where I give you 13 DM automation flows that you can import into your ManyChat account. That's the software I use to power all of this with just one click. So I've taken the best of what works in my business and I've given it to you inside of Message Magic. The sixth step to growing your Instagram account from scratch is to remove yourself as the bottleneck. Now, Instagram has partnered with ManyChat, this software that I've mentioned, to allow messaging automation. So it's totally allowed, your account's not gonna be penalized. So you can create automated DM conversations that deliver your free and paid resources without you manually having to send messages. When I was pregnant and preparing for my 4-month maternity leave, I set up these automations for every freebie, every offer, so that my team could continue posting for me. And my business went on to generate $60,000 to $80,000 per month while I was off enjoying newborn La La Land. So yes, I removed myself from being the bottleneck in my business. I gave my team a system to continue to post without me, to continue to generate leads and sales without me. And this is the hands down most stripped down Instagram strategy I've ever used, and it's working the best. Even while, as a new mom, I'm on the playground, or some nights I only get 5 hours of sleep, I can still function enough to post content that connects back to a DM automation flow. And as you start turning on the system and posting more and more with time, every post builds upon the other. You're just getting more comments, more DM conversations, more leads, and more sales. It's pretty cool, all from one simple, repeatable system. Like I mentioned, I put my best DM automation flows into Message Magic, so go ahead and grab this now if you're interested in this strategy for your business. And if you'd like even more tips on how to make Instagram work for your business, check out my next video here, where I share 50 Instagram tips in just 15 minutes. It's gonna be good.